Hi there, Miranda Alt here with Keller Williams Success Real Estate and the Miranda Alt team with your Monday market update for Monday, November 6th, 2023. Thanks so much for watching. How is it November already? I feel like it was August like a week ago and now it's November. I don't know. We're heading very rapidly towards the holiday season, which is very typically a time when we slow down. We see our market kind of hit the brakes as people kind of go, I'm going to wait till after the holidays. We hear a lot of that this time of year. So let's take a quick look at our Monday market or our Monday numbers for the last 7 days in Montgomery County. We'll talk a little bit about what's going on. So for the last 7 days in Montgomery County, we had 107 new listings. That's pretty low. We had 114 go under contract, so still more under contract than were newly listed. We had 109 closed sales, 50 price changes, 39 currently on the private network, and only 1 expired. So rates went down last week. I'm sure many of you heard that. The feds announced that they still are having this policy of higher for longer, but they are seeing some reports that are leading to them to believe that we are headed for a recession and that inflation is coming down. Because of course we want to see, a bad economy equals better rates. So if you want the rates to get better, that means we need to have more negative reports in our job sector and in our manufacturing and retail, and all of those things have to report negative or bad reports. So last week, because employment reports were bad, we had manufacturing reports were bad, that means that inflation is coming down. So the feds are still saying higher for longer, but we'll see. Typically in a recession, rates do come down pretty significantly. It does take a few months though for us to see this transition. So rates have come down. Well, we live in a world where things are 30, 60, 90 days out. So if rates come down now, buyers return to the market. Well, we're not going to see a result from that for 30, 60, or 90 days. So last week, rates fell 0.25% from 8 1/8 to 7.875 or 7 3/4. 7.75 are rates that are out there right now. So we are going to see that. I would anticipate have a positive effect on real estate. I know I did an open house this past weekend. We didn't have a great showing, but however, I think part of that is also because the weather was nice. So this time of year, what's weird is nice weather actually has a negative effect on our sales because people are getting out trying to enjoy those last opportunities to be outside. I know my husband was golfing yesterday, like, hey, this is probably our last chance we're gonna get before spring. So that makes people go outside and do their yard work and all the outdoors things and not shopping for houses. But in the springtime, when we get a warm day in March, boy, is that great for our housing market. We see people coming out shopping for houses in droves. So it has kind of an opposite effect in the fall. So remember, a recession equals rates coming down. The likelihood of us being in a recession in the first quarter of 2024 is extremely high. We've got lots of different indicators that are pointing to a recession in early part of 2024. If we do see that, which it's almost a guarantee, then we will see those rates come down. Now, here's something to think about if you're a buyer. A lot of buyers out there are going, great, I'm gonna wait for rates to come down. This is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna finally get that rate that's in the 6s or whatever you think is great. And keep in mind, 4% is probably never gonna happen again. 5%, probably not gonna happen anytime soon. But if we get into the 6s, I think people are gonna be running for the hill or running for every house they can get under contract. The intensity is gonna increase. We are going to see multiple offers re-enter the marketplace with a bang. Now, we're still seeing multiple offers on many homes right now. So it's not like there's no one out buying a house. People are still getting married, getting divorced, dying, unfortunately, having babies. All of those things cause people to move, getting job transfers. Those things are all continuing to happen. And those are the people that are in the marketplace right now that are currently, closing on a home this week, next week, whatever. But the people who are taking the sidelines are maybe people who don't have to move, but they want to move. We've got somebody who did come through our open house that they've just outgrown their place. They outgrew their place 10 years ago, but they stuck with it because they bought their house in 2007 and they were waiting for their value to come back before they could actually make a move. And now they're at that point. So we've got a lot of people who don't have to move, but they want to move. And so that is creating a lot of pent up demand. So when mortgage rates do come down, we are going to see that pent up demand enter the marketplace and create a feeding frenzy. So I caution anyone to waiting. I talked to a bunch of new people that I met over the weekend that are first-time home buyers, and I said, let's get you under contract in December. You can close in January, whatever, but get under contract before the new year, because if rates do come down, we are going to see prices skyrocket, and that is going to be really difficult for people to then get a home under contract. Multiple offers, bidding wars, cash offers are going to come back. We're going to see people are going to be pulling out all the stops to get a home under contract. So keep that in mind. Rates coming down is great news, but if you get a home under contract now, and you can always still refinance when those rates come down. So keep that in mind. That's probably a better option than waiting for rates to actually come down. Get the house now at the price that's lower. I know prices feel really high. I still hear people saying that, everything's overpriced. You haven't seen overpriced. We're going to see prices go way higher when the rates come down, whenever that may be. We have no guarantees on when that would be, but there are some indicators leading us to believe that in the first quarter we could see some rates come down. But who knows? It might not be until fourth quarter next year. We just don't know. So that's where we're at right now with our housing market. We still have lots of people out buying houses, lots of people still moving, not as many as last year. Sales in November, let me look at my numbers. Contract signings were down nearly 39% in November this month from a year ago on an adjusted basis. So sales are way down in terms of the number of transactions that we're seeing, which is not shocking. We sold way less houses in 2023 than we did in 2022, and we sold less in 2022 than we sold in 2021. So we've had this trend going. 2024, we'll see what happens. A lot will depend on what the interest rates do. So I'm Miranda Alt with Keller Williams Success Real Estate and the Miranda Alt team. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you had a great weekend, and I'll see you next week. Bye.